I'm glad to be here with so many of my old pals, my friends who have done so much great service for the people of the Commonwealth of Virginia, once and future candidates, people who are going to serve the Commonwealth of Virginia and the United States again and again. I'm proud to be here with all of you, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm proud to be here at Eric Cantor's Roundup. This is a wonderful Roundup. Now we're going to hear from Diana in a few minutes, because Eric is doing what Eric ought to be doing. He is in Washington, D.C. protecting the taxpayer and making sure we don't. People on Wall Street make a bunch of bad business deals, go under, get us all in trouble, and then turn around and want to turn back to the taxpayer for $700 billion with no accountability and no oversight. And Eric Cantor said, that's crazy. We're going to do something that's more appropriate than that. We're going to find a free market solution. What great leadership that is in the Congress. Diana, thank you for Eric's leadership so much. Glad to be here with my good pals, Bob McDonald and Bill Bowling. Their wonderful leadership in the state of Virginia, and the former Lieutenant Governor and so many others. Now look, ladies and gentlemen, this is an absolutely key race this year. This is an absolutely key race. Virginia has got the future of the United States hanging on it. I'm here to tell you this is not a blue state. This is a red state, and we're going for John McCain and Sarah Palin. We're going to re-elect our members of the House of Representatives, starting with Eric Cantor, but all the others that are across the state that we're running with that are doing such a good job. And I also want you to know this. Mark Warner should not be the senator from Virginia. He's not going to be the senator from Virginia. We're going to win this United States Senate race. In the last 5 weeks, I have traveled to over 90 cities and counties in this state. We have crisscrossed the entire state and seen virtually every part of the community of Virginia. Even this morning, I've been in Norfolk, I've been all over Virginia Beach, I've been in Newport News, and now here I am back home again in the Richmond area. We're campaigning hard out there and seeing people. Everywhere we go, the press comes in, we talk to them about the issues. Everywhere we go, we talk to working men and women all across the state that don't want their taxes raised. They're people that want to have job security. They're people that believe in our leadership, our Republican leadership. And that, by the way, isn't just Republicans. It's Democrats and independents, too, that want our leadership and will vote for us this coming November. When we started this race, we brought in 1,500 donors from the old gubernatorial supporters that began to support us, 1,500 people. I'm here to report to you today that this campaign now has 8,250 donors to our campaign. We're raising money. We've been on TV. And we're running with the best ticket anybody could want to have with these wonderful members of the House of Representatives and John McCain and our wonderful candidate for Vice President, Sarah Palin, who's a terrific candidate. Have you noticed how they keep trying to abuse Sarah Palin, to give her all this grief out there? But I can tell you this, when the time comes to look for a governor or a former governor or someone with that kind of experience, we're the only one that's got one on our ticket, the governor of the state of Alaska. And a woman who's going to bring more and more votes to us from all across the country. Now folks, the real issues that face us here and that make a big difference are the key issues of what we're going to do about energy. The time has come to have a real energy policy for the United States of America. And that means we have to have renewable resources. We have to use solar and wind. And you know, wind power is pretty good stuff. That helps a great deal. Have you all heard about this wind corridor that they've got that comes down all the way from Canada down through West Texas? Well, I was campaigning in Texas just a recent while back, raising some money out there. I saw a little lady from West Texas, and I said, well, what about this wind corridor that runs all the way from Canada down through West Texas? And she said, you know, we never had any wind till y'all put up all those fans out there. Well, that's not true. We can use wind power, but you also have to be practical about conservation, and we must use coal. We have to use the resources of coal, clean coal technology. We have to build refineries, and ladies and gentlemen, we got to have nuclear power too. And we must drill for oil in the United States of America. Drill now. We've got to drill in Alaska and Anwar. And we've got to drill offshore also. Mark Warner will not drill for oil. He will not even consider Alaska. And when the time came for him to have a bill in front of him as governor for offshore, he vetoed that bill. So don't let him fool you about what he's really standing for. And the time has come also to control taxes at the federal level, reduce taxes, and make sure that these tax cuts we put into place are continued. And that's what we have to do, and put more money back in the pockets of working men and women in this country. Folks, this race is a great deal about trust. About trust. Who do you believe? Who do you trust? When I ran for governor, I said we'd cut the car tax. We cut the car tax. When I ran for governor, we said that we would stand against higher taxation, and we didn't increase taxes. Mark Warner ran for governor, said he would finish the car tax. He reneged. Mark Warner ran for governor and said 6 times in his debate with Mark Earley, I will not raise your taxes, not raise your taxes. And then he became the biggest tax increaser in the history of Virginia. We can't stand for that. When I ran for governor, I said we put teachers in the schools. I said we would do it as necessary to put lottery money back into education. We said we would add jobs. We did everything that we said we were going to do. We keep our word and we keep our promises, and that's what we stand for as Republicans. I'm rolling now, but I told Linwood I'd bring it to an end. All right, now listen. Here's the key. All of you really matter here. Everybody. Not just the elected officials who have so much prominent leadership in this community and in our state, but all of you. You matter a great deal in this race. If each of you goes out and campaigns and really does the work necessary, we're going to win this thing. We're going to carry this state because of you. You matter a lot, and that's why we're doing this Roundup. Because we want to bring you in here. We want to do something to make sure that you know what has to be done. We need you to contribute to the... We need you to do that. All contributions are necessary and essential if we're going to beat these Democrats who have all this money. It's absolutely essential you put on bumper stickers. We need you to do that. We need people across the whole state of Virginia to see those bumper stickers. Don't worry about the fact that it gums up your car. This is not a moral issue. Put the bumper sticker on your car. You got to do that. I'll come take it off when I get elected, okay? And then the most important thing, and that is we need you to exercise that which you have chosen to do, and that is your leadership. You need to get out there and be aggressive. When your party leaders ask you to go door to door, go door to door. I've done tens of thousands of doors in my time. It doesn't hurt a bit unless the dog gets you. It's really okay. I want you to do this. We need you to go out and see people. We need you to speak in your churches. We need you to speak in your community organizations and exercise that leadership. Look at these thousands of people out here. If each of you get 50 people, we're talking about 50,000 votes. This is very essential. We need you to do this. And if you will go and fight for us out there in the community, and not just for us, but for each other, and for the people of Virginia, and for the people of the United States, if you will do these things, we will carry this state for John McCain and Sarah Palin, for our members of the House of Representatives, and especially Eric Cantor, and I'll be the next United States Senator. Thank you very much.